Good morning and welcome to Four Wheels and a Seat. I'm Alex Dalrymple and this is my channel where week by week I give you a brand new car review, and I keep it pretty simple and easy to understand. So if you're in the market for a new car and you're a little bit confused about what to get, this is a good place to start. Don't forget to hit subscribe, the notification bell, and if you enjoy the video, a like as well would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Today I'm in the Honda ZR-V VTI LX, and if that sounds like a random collection of consonants with a random vowel thrown in the middle of it, well, you're not entirely wrong. I reviewed the mid-spec VTI L a couple of months ago, and you can check out that review just up here, but today this is a top spec model which adds a few nice touchy-feely bits, a little bit of extra technology, and about $5,000 to the price tag. But is it worth it? Let's find out. Well, let's get it out of the way. I think that from the front, this is possibly one of the most unattractive cars Honda makes. I just don't like what they've done to the front end of this car at all, unfortunately. While this car is based on the Civic, it's really just a Civic on a SUV body. They haven't ported over that car's very attractive front end, and instead they've kind of made this car look a little bit like a Toyota Yaris Cross with light clusters, which in themselves look fine, but they've kind of left them floating out there by themselves and given this car a little bit of a weird looking front grille, and I don't know, I just don't think the whole thing works. It would be unfair to say that I think this car is ugly, it's just not as good looking as it could be. The front light clusters do get sequential turn indicators, which is a nice touch. From the side, a key difference between this car and the mid-spec car is that this car has color-coded wheel arches and also a different design for its 18-inch alloy wheels. Otherwise, the two cars are pretty much the same. I do like the shade of blue that this car comes in, although I think, as Billy Connolly would say, it's a blue not found in nature. It's blue! And it's the same story at the back, where the rear bumper gets a coat of paint rather than just grey plastic. The rear light clusters of this car, I think, are one of its best features. They look good. And the powered tailgate hides a 380 litre storage space, which can be expanded by a further 900 litres with the rear seats down. Under the bonnet, we get the same engine as the mid-spec car, so that's a 1.5 litre four-cylinder turbo engine that outputs 131 kilowatts of power and 240 newton meters of torque, with fuel economy averaging at 7.2 litres per 100 kilometres. The ZR-V also comes in a hybrid version with a 2-litre engine as well. I haven't driven that one, but on paper it actually sounds pretty good. Power is driven to the front wheels only via a constantly variable transmission, which just seems to make the engine go constantly up and down the rev range. This is not one of the better CVTs. The ZR-V driving around town maybe just does feel a touch underpowered, but not drastically so. It's something that you'll probably notice more when the car is going up a long steep hill, or even actually just backing out of my steep driveway. I find I've really got to put my foot down the accelerator to get the car moving. But it's not to the point where it's problematic. As I said, it's just on the odd occasion you'll just wish that there was a bit more power. And you also do notice that when you're overtaking on the freeway, it just does get a little bit gutless. While the interior design is pretty much the same, it is a bit more comfortable here in the VTI LX because we get all leather seats, which are heated and full electric adjustment. They're very comfortable. Also, from a technology point of view, we get a couple of extra cameras on the wing mirrors, which allow for a top-down 360-degree parking view. And there is also a 12-speaker Bose sound system, and also wireless phone charging. Interesting thing about the seats, actually, I noticed that whenever I was getting in this car at the start of a new journey, I was having to put the seat back. I was like, I'm sure I adjusted this to my seating position during my last journey, but now it feels like I'm really close to the steering wheel. Turns out this car will go back to its default position every time you shut it down, and the seat will slide forward automatically, meaning you've got to adjust it again until you save your seating profile here on the presets on the door. It took me a few days to figure that out. Honda have supplied me with imagery of this car driving through the country on some nice bumpy country roads, but I don't think you're going to find too many of these in regional areas. This is really a city SUV, and that's definitely where it does its best work. So is the VTI LX worth the extra $5,000 over the VTI L? Yeah, I think it probably is. With its leather interior, powered seats, extra safety features, and 12-speaker Bose sound system, it does make for a more appealing package. But having said that, none of the Honda ZR-Vs are exactly affordable. They start at 40 grand and go all the way up to $55,000. So that you might find that to be just a little bit exy. There are better value small SUVs on the road, but if you're a Honda fan and you appreciate their build quality and driving dynamics, then this could be the small Honda SUV for you.